Hi there, my name is Jeremy College. I'm a Qigong teacher. I wanted just to talk this morning about repairing damaged knees. So very often people say to me, well, I can squat down, but I can't get up again. And that's obviously worrying for people. Also, when they go for long walks, they find that it's very, very hard to keep their knees going. And so I wanted to think about a remedial program, what you might do to start your knees operating well again. So pain in Chinese medicine is seen as being a blockage of the flow of energy. Where the energy doesn't flow, the blood doesn't flow well either. So very often we find that people have got very cold feet. That's because the energy in the qi is not flowing through the feet. So by getting the feet moving, we're going to get the energy flowing again. And sometimes, you have painful feet, that'll release the pain. Same for the knees. If the knees are sore, it means that they're blocked. And so what we're going to do is just find little ways to get the energy moving again. So the first exercise we're going to do is just to get qi flowing in and out of the knees. And it's a very simple one. We're just going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart and we're just going to bounce up and down. We're not going to bounce up and down on the ankles really, we're really bouncing up and down on the knees. So the whole body can just be soft. You're just letting your knees sag down and up, down and up, down and up, but just doing a little bit quicker, gently bouncing. So just keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the upper body relaxed, and just gently bounce and bounce and bounce. So how long might we do this bouncing for? Well, you might try and do it for 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, just to get the knees operating. You might start to feel that the knees start to feel a little bit warm. So just to understand this, I have got my my heels just off the ground, and I'm just bouncing gently with the heels off, but I'm really making sure that all the kind of bounce really goes into my knees, letting them sag, letting them bounce. Okay, so that's exercise number 1, and that could run for maybe 5 minutes. The next thing we want to do to our knees is rotate them. Bring the feet together, move the knees off to the side, sink down, across and up. So we're just making a little circle with our knees. And one of the key things here is not to put the weight of your shoulders on top of your kneecaps. So just circle gently round and go round. You can go around 9 times, 18 times. Just making a lovely circle with the knees, always sinking down and rising up, down and up, as well as sideways. And of course, nice balance would always be going the opposite direction. So try and do, 18 one way, 18 the other way. Chinese love 9s, love 3s. It's always potent numbers for them. So we do things in 9s very often in Qigong. So we circle around the opposite direction. We also want to get the energy flowing in the leg a little bit better. So there's an exercise you can do, which is just standing and just gently moving the weight forward onto your knee. And as you do so, you can just imagine pushing energy down your leg and then pulling the energy up the leg. So if we're being very precise about this, we feel the flow of energy going down the outside of the leg, and we feel the flow of energy coming up the inside of the leg, which is how it works with the acupuncture channels. So as you go backwards, you shift all the weight onto your back leg. As you go forwards, you bend your knee and you imagine pushing qi down. Draw up and push down. Draw up and push down. Very sort of Tai Chi this, isn't it? Pull up, push down. It's not as Qigong. Pull up, push down. And then you can pause and you can swap legs. Other leg goes out in front. The other one's at a bit of an angle. Push down the outside, draw up the inside. Push down, draw up, down. So be patient with this exercise. Just let it flow, sink into the knee, draw the energy back up, sink into the knee, draw energy up the inside of the leg, down the outside. So you can imagine just sort of pushing, like a wave down the outside of your leg, through your foot and up the inside. And just keep going with that. So how long would I do this? I'd probably do, 2 or 3 minutes on one side, 2 or 3 minutes on the other side, drawing the energy through. So you could start to develop this exercise a little bit. You could actually bend down, let the whole body bend down, brush the legs down the outside, brush the legs up the inside, bend right into the knee, draw up, bend right into the knee, draw up. So down the outside, brushing down very gently up the inside, and that's going to encourage the flow of qi, energy if you like, and blood as well. So it gets the blood flowing better through. And then we can change sides again and go down the outside, bend the knee, come up the inside, down the outside, up the inside. You get the idea. And so you can do the first version of it, which is just gently pushing and pulling without brushing, and then you can go and extend even further. And that, of course, is helping your lower back. So it's impossible not to see the body as a holism. If the knees are struggling, very often the lower back is struggling. And my teacher, Dr. Pang, has one particularly good exercise for getting the knees and the lower back to work together. And it's called squatting, and it puts terror into people's lives. But we start our squats in a really easy way. The simplest thing to do is to hold on to something and then just let yourself go down a bit so you know that you can actually come back up, because we're using the shoulders and the arms. And you'll see I'm at a nice sort of generous width here to do this. So it doesn't really sort of, feel so worrying because I'm holding on to something. Very good to hold on to the base of the stairs, the newel post, and you sink yourself down and then you pull yourself back up. And you could do that exercise maybe, 2-3 sets of 9, just going up and down. But the thing to notice about this is what I'm doing with my tailbone. I'm kind of leading with my tailbone. It goes backwards, it goes out, and then it kind of tucks underneath, and then it comes back up again. Okay, so you might find you can only go this far, and that's fine. So we'd still do the same idea. Push the tailbone back, swing it down, and tuck it in, and then swing it up and back. So it's going out and tuck in, out and tuck in, out and tuck in, out and tuck in. So this kind of squatting is really going to strengthen up your knees. And then you can perhaps try to bring your knees a little bit, or your feet a little bit closer together and do it. Down and up. Tailbone goes out, swings in and tucks in, comes up. So we really push the tailbone away, let the tailbone tuck in and come up. Okay, and that's getting a bit more advanced. And at some stage you'll get to the position where you can actually have your feet together and you can sink down all the way and you can come back up without holding anything at all. You can sort of use your arms in front of you as almost like a sort of counterbalance. Down and up, down and up. And then your squat pointing will become fantastic. So start slowly. You can always do knee circles. You can always do this little bouncing every day just to get the knees going. You can start with doing a bit of the pushing and pulling, just gently drawing the chi up and down your legs, and then you can go deeper with it when you feel a bit more confident. And then you could do some very simple, gentle squats, not far. And then just as time goes by, you can just sort of see, how far can I go with this? Can I go all the way down and then pull myself back up? And that is a great starting point for repairing your knees. Would I suggest you do it every day? Perhaps every other day to begin with. Leave a day for your body to rest and then go back and do it again. And then just gently work your way through, perhaps doing it every morning, along with my warm-up exercises, which you can find on my website. If you would like to come for a one-to-one consultation with me, we can talk about life, how your body got a bit into its present situation, how we can unwind it, specific exercises for you. So I do one-to-one sessions online, and I also do them in person. I have classes here in Bath where people can come to the physical classes, but you can also join me on Zoom and take up Qigong a little bit further. I hope this has been helpful to you. Thank you.